should we move on to 1916?
Ah, yes.
Motorhead's 1916 is next.
Time for the cleanse.
For Bill and me, this is an album that is not at all unfamiliar. I don't know about Jim.
First time I ever listened to it.
Okay, first time Jim's ever listened to it.
So we've got to have his takes the best.
Yes.
Because ours are just...
Yeah. A little bit of background on this one. I couldn't find an exact release date, but it was released in January of 1991. This is Motorhead's 9th studio album, and the last with Filthy Phil Taylor on the drums.
Really?
Yes. And the last record with Wurzel and Wizzle both on guitar.
I was going to mention that. I always thought they were a three-piece for the most part.
They were.
And then when I saw writing credits with 4, I went and I looked and I saw there were
up until 1916, they were a 4-piece. No, they started as a 3-piece because it was Phil Taylor, Lemmy, and Fast Eddie Clark.
Okay.
And then Fast Eddie Clark left and formed Fastway, and that's when they got Wurzel and Wizzo. And Wurzel, Phil Campbell, was with Motorhead till the end.
Okay.
But this was the last album with original drummer Filthy Phil Taylor on drums. After this, the incredible Mickey D.
Was there a reason they got rid of him, or did he leave on his own?
He just left. He left on his own. He left on his own. Him and Lemmy stayed in. Stayed in contact, and you know they actually did some few little things together here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna replace a guy like Phil Taylor, fucking Mickey D was the way to go, because Mickey D is just an amazing drummer, and I'm so fortunate that I got to see Motorhead live. That was one of my bucket list bands.
After listening to this album, I'm like, I can't believe I never saw fucking Motorhead.
They were an unbelievable live band. The fucking loudest live band I've ever heard in my life. Okay? The absolute loudest live band I've ever heard in my life. This album peaked at number 142 on the Billboard charts, which tells me that a lot of people just suck. This should have been number 1.
It seemed to be everywhere.
Well, for people like us, it was everywhere. This was nominated for a Grammy Award.
Really?
And lost to the Black Album.
Oh, well...
Bastards!
I agree.
Don't look at me like that!
Far and away better than the Black Album.
Yes.
Far and fucking away. Not even close. Opens up with a great song called The One to Sing the Blues. What do you got, Jim?
Unfucking believable song. And I'm listening to this, and I'm like, did fucking Lemmy write a breakup song?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
This song, people do not realize your value until it's too fucking late.
And it was both ways.
Yeah.
You know, him missing, you know, he's singing the blues, she's singing the blues.
That's right.
Yeah.
Great fucking song.
Yeah.
It's so... If you actually sit and listen to a lot of Motorhead's lyrics, this is actually kind of in Lemmy's wheelhouse of what he writes about.
Yeah.
Yes. Lemmy he just writes rock and roll songs. They never called themselves a heavy metal band. They never called themselves a speed metal band, even though they pretty much invented fucking speed metal.
Yeah.
Yep.
They never called themselves a punk band, even though there was definite punk influence. Every night on stage, Lemmy would say, "We are Motorhead and we play rock and roll." And if you look up rock star in the dictionary, there's a picture of Ian Fraser Kilmister. And, you know, he wrote great rock and roll music.
Yes, he did.
Next is, I always loved this song, and I always thought that if I was a wrestler, this would have to be my walk-up music. I'm so bad, baby, I don't care.
This is another fucking good song. This like you said, this is just a fucking classic rock and roll song.
Oh yeah, This is just Lemmy saying I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yep. Yep.
I make love to mountain lions, sleep on red hot branding irons. When I walk, the roadway shakes. Bed's a mess of rattlesnakes.
Yep.
Voodoo child, black cat moan. Come along, I'll take you home.
Yeah, it is a good wrestling intro. I'm surprised more people didn't use it before Triple H just commandeered Motorhead.
Yeah, Triple H.
Yeah.
He wrote that. Lemmy wrote 3 fucking entrance songs for Hunter.
No shit.
The Game,
Yeah.
the theme for Evolution,
Okay.
and Bow Down to the King.
Oh my lord.
Yep, and they're all great.
Yes, I mean my favorite is The Game, obviously.
My favorite's King of Kings. That's my favorite.
That's a good one too. Evolution is good.
Evolution is fun because it just comes right in, and then you need the visuals of that like Rolls Royce front
Yes.
hitting when that happens.
Yes.
But they're 3 great songs.
Yeah. It's such a good fucking tune.
It is.
It is.
And the next track up, is called "No Voices in the Sky," and this song is, believe it or not, this one actually is a little higher on the list of my favorite songs on the record than even "I'm So Bad Baby I Don't Care." I love this fucking song.
That fucking guitar riff when they do the solo or when they do the chorus is absolutely fucking incredible.
You see, Lemmy had another brilliant Lemmy quote. Is, I don't believe in the God and the devil or church. I don't believe in that shit. I'm responsible for me. And that's what this song is
You're
about.
exactly right. No God, yes.
What I have are God and the devil are constructs of man.
Yes.
Be responsible for your own actions, and above all, live life your own way.
And we're all gonna die someday anyway.
That's right, because there's no voices in the sky.
Correct.
And confusion blinds the eye. You can't take it with you when you die.
Yep.
Fucking brilliant song. This is like, this whole album is Motorhead, like, just cranking on all cylinders.
Yeah, this was. I think it is one of their best. To me.
Yeah.
To me. I haven't probably listened to all of them all the way through at this point yet.
Yeah. I got to agree, though. This is definitely one of Motorhead's best records. Fucking great song. Next is just this. This is a Motorhead rockabilly tune.
Yes.
Going to Brazil.
Yes.
Yep.
About going to play the Rock in Rio festival.
Yeah, a fucking good tune.
And Lemmy was probably all fucking hopped up on speed. Trying to watch a movie, can't sit still, going down to Rio, going to Brazil.
Yeah.
And and about the shenanigans. Imagine life on the road with Motorhead.
Oh my god. But like that one part where he says the guy that had to fly second class or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, one of their crew members had to fly at second class.
Steve, Clem, Hobbsy, John, Crazy Dylan, Pappy had to travel second class. They ain't too fucking happy. Just a good fucking fun song.
Yeah. I mean, life on the road with Motorhead must have been a blast.
Oh.
Now, there's a long running rumor, and I don't think it's a rumor. I think actually Phil Campbell, like, verified it, and Mickey might have verified it. Like, Lemmy did a lot of speed.
Okay.
Lemmy did a lot of speed. What do you think a Motorhead is?
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Speed freak.
Yeah.
Lemmy did a lot of speed, and for years it was said that Lemmy didn't care how much you drank. Drink all you want, but don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Yeah, Lemmy was a fucking speed freak. But like Lemmy Triple H tells a story. I think he actually told it at Lemmy's funeral. They were in LA at this. WWE was at the Staples Center in LA. Now Lemmy lived right around the corner from the Rainbow.
Yeah.
The back patio of the Rainbow Bar and Grill in Hollywood, California, is called Lemmy's Lounge.
Okay.
There is a statue of Lemmy Kilmister.
Yes.
At the Rainbow.
Yep.
So they get, Lemmy gets guest listed to come see WWE at Staples Center. And he gets taken back after Hunter's match. He gets taken back to Hunter's dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, hanging out. So Motorhead returns the favor. And Triple H and Stephanie get guest listed at a Motorhead show. So they come backstage and they go to Lemmy's dressing room, and there's 3 fucking hookers in Lemmy's dressing room, a mound of fucking Coke or speed or something on the table.
Oh my God.
And just bottles of Jack Daniels. So Lemmy, like, they knock on the door, Lemmy opens the door, oh shit, hang on. Tells the girls to get dressed, puts the fucking the
blow away.
Puts the blow away, and asks Hunter, do you want a drink? He says, sure. So instead of pouring him out of the bottle that's already open, he hands Hunter another full fucking bottle of Jack. Rockstar to the fucking bone. Love Motorhead. Love Lemmy Kilmister. Next is the fucking weirdest song on the record.
Yes.
Yes.
Nightmare of the Dream Time. It's got a super creepy feel.
That's exactly what I wrote. I wrote slow and creepy.
And backwards lyrics on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That at one point I actually think I got an MP3 of what they said, but it's been too long and I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but it's something different than the rest of the record.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
And I'm not going to give it a no because I did.
There's not a no on this album.
I'll agree with you there. It's a great song, totally different feel, different vibe.
Definitely.
And next is one of Lemmy's ballads.
A ballad, question mark.
Love Me Forever. I fucking love this song.
A ballad done by Lemmy though, because it still was hard.
Yes.
When they get to that, you know, like
certain parts. Yes.
Till we die, and then it just goes into that.
Yeah, it's got that cool. It's it's just such a badass song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Written in 3/4 time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I really dig this, and even as gravelly and abrasive as Lemmy's vocals are, it fucking works here.
It does. Yes.
And we'll get into Lemmy actually singing a little bit later again. But this is a beautiful. What I have on this is a beautiful 3/4 time ballad, and this just tells you fucking relationships hurt. Love Me Forever or Not at All.
Yep.
It's a fucking beautiful song, and this one, I wish they would have done a video for this one.
I don't know.
I would have liked to have seen it.
I mean, I'm on board with any Lemmy video.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, there's I don't know. There's something simplistic about. I'm happy that Ace of Spades was a Young Ones episode. They didn't need videos and do anything all cheesy.
No, I mean, even the video for I'm So Bad Baby I Don't Care was a performance video.
Yeah.
For the most part. Great song. A little different than what you might expect from Motorhead, but still super fucking cool. Next we have Angel City.
A love letter to L.A.
Yeah.
Yes!
L.A. parody song.
No, it's not a parody.
It was a love letter. It was a flat-out love letter.
This is a flat-out love letter to Los Angeles.
Yep.
He's not parodying a fucking thing. There is a reason this man lived a block away from the rainbow.
Well, yeah, okay.
There was no place Lemmy would rather be than Los Angeles, California.
He just had an apartment, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. The only reason he had an apartment because the bar had to close every so often.
Yeah. Or else he would have lived in the rainbow.
Yeah, he had his own stool by the slot machine, and he just sat. That was Lemmy's seat.
Yeah, and he had his own private table at the back.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We need to make the Oh No Not Them road trip, or not road trip, but air trip to Los Angeles.
To nothing else, but at least get to the rainbow.
Yes. Well, because my buddy Jeremy, he has said we need to go out. And I think we need to make that happen. Because think about this, boys. We could go to LA. We'll get to go see the Rainbow Bar and Grill.
Yes.
Lemmy's fucking hangout.
Mm-hmm.
We will get to go to the Musonia Music School, founded by Dolores Rhodes. Randy Rhodes taught there.
No shit.
Yes. Go see Randy's grave. Go see some of the other sites in LA.
Right down from the rainbow is Art Mooney's star.
Yes. Well, the first time Bill went out to California. Okay, he went to LA, and now we're both huge fans of the movie The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Okay.
And there's a bit in there about Art Mooney's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay.
Not knowing who Art Mooney is, like I never knew who Art Mooney was because Wikipedia and Google weren't a thing when The Adventures of Ford Fairlane came out. So Bill's going to LA. Dude, you need to give me a picture of Art Mooney's star.
Yep.
I wish I still had the goddamn picture.
I still do.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I never got rid of those.
Well, you sent it to me on my cell phone, so I don't have that phone anymore.
All right.
Send it to me. I want that picture again.
Yep. It's in front of an empty parking lot by a gas station.
Yes.
I don't even know the gas station's there. Yeah, it's not by the Capitol building.
No, that
was a lie.
In the movie, it was it was in front of the Capitol Records building.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, Art Mooney.
Yeah, I pushed on it too just to see.
To see if there was a CD in there.
Oh God.
Oh fuck. It's your bullshit red numbered CDs. I think we need to watch that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And I'll tell you what though, going to LA, because we'd have to have a stop. Well, obviously you have to have a stop over to Indianapolis or O'Hare. And I've never had a good time in O'Hare.
O'Hare. I've never been to O'Hare.
Oh God!
But I can only assume it's got to be equitable with Hartsfield Jackson in Atlanta.
Let me put O'Hare to anybody. The arrival terminal is by the Roush House.
Okay.
The departure terminal is the 110.
Oh, okay. So a mile away.
Yeah. And usually your flight will leave in about 5 minutes after you land.
The fuck?
Well,
yup.
Dude, that's like, dude, Hartsfield Jackson in Atlanta is the same way. There's trains to take you between concourses at Hartsfield Jackson.
And O'Hare is famous for, I just actually had a Facebook memory come up because I was there about 10 years ago. And I was complaining that they had changed my gate 3 times.
Oh.
And at the one point, I was at the Red Robin out there, and my gate was right next to the Red Robin.
I remember this story.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna get something to eat, walk out, go right to the air. I walk out, look up the departures, and they changed the fucking gate. And I don't know where D23 is. Now I can't find the fucking map either. And my flight leaves in about 10 minutes. So now I'm trying to run all over the goddamn airport looking for my flights.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I like I said, the only one that I could equate it to that I've been to is Hartsfield Jackson in Atlanta, which is fucking terrible.
Is that Atlanta Airport? Because I flew into Atlanta. It was, oh God, why you need a 3-story escalator? There's no reason for a 3-story escalator.
They have them in DC too.
Oh.
I only ever flew once. And it was from Philly to Dallas.
If we go, we're gonna put all the metal on him.
Yes.
No, what was funny, it was for Volkswagen, and like when you go to your conventions, they have different goodie bags and shit like that. Well, they were given like small magic 8 balls, right? And some people put them in their luggage.
Well, at the right, you go to the right spot in LA, you might be able to get a different type of magic 8 ball.
But I'm just saying, these people got their bags pulled in. They thought they were having bombs inside.
Oh God!
Oh, it was fucking hilarious.
Oh fuck. Right. Moving on. Next we have Make My Day. I wonder how many girls Lemmy got with lines like this.
Oh, this could have been on a Filthy 15.
Oh yeah. This could have been on a Filthy 15. But the thing is, Lemmy said, "I look like I look, I talk like I talk, I'll still come to your town and fuck your girlfriend. The man was not lying.
Yep.
God, I fucking... such a great song. Next, we have another one of my absolute favorite songs on the record. Ramones, Ramones, Ramones.
And the quickest one. I think this clocks it in like a minute and a half.
Well, yeah, it's like a Ramones tune.
They do it like a punk song. Yeah,
Oh,
when I saw this, I'm like, is this about the fucking Ramones? Shouldn't it? Yes.
Well, hello, Captain Obvious. They named the song Ramones. Woo! The Ramones even covered it.
No shit.
Yeah.
But they made it like an acronym. What's the acronym mean?
Ramones, Ramones.
Ramones.
I mean, Lemmy even throws a Gabba Gabba in here.
Yes, he does.
Oh, well.
Yes.
Go, Johnny, go, Johnny, oh, well.
And after this, they would have Mickey D on the drums.
Yeah, but it's not Dee Dee Ramone.
But it's a D.
Right. Well, and Lemmy name checks all the Ramones guys.
Yes, he does.
He name checks CJ, he name checks Dee Dee, he name checks Johnny, and he name checks Joey.
Yep.
You know? And like I said, this is a beautiful, beautiful tribute to the Ramones. And it sounds like it came right off of Rocket to Russia.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought it was a cover when I first heard it.
Right.
You know, because it's like, it sounds like something the Ramones would play. Like Motorhead has a song, We Are Motorhead.
Yeah.
You know? Danger, Danger has a song, Danger, Danger.
Yeah.
They do these things.
Yes. Yes, they do. But, I mean, the Ramones, like, they covered it. So it fit, and it fit just as well in both ways.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic song. Number 10, track number 10, we have Shut You Down. This song is about a one-night stand who just wanted more.
I was going to say another breakup song.
No, it's not a breakup song.
No.
This is a get the fuck out song.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a one-night stand who wanted more.
You got to go.
Pick your stank ass drawers up and get moving. But yeah, this song is about a one-night stand who overstayed her welcome, and you know you gotta go.
Which is strange. It says that's part of Love Me Forever.
Right.
Magic moments were way too few. I like to stay, but you got too weird. You don't look right since you grew the beard.
Well, I don't think that's the beard he's talking about.
I know.
Maybe the grooming standards took it after
God, yeah, you got too weird.
It's fucking awesome. Great song.
Yes.
Another great song. The final song on the record. It's a cello, some drums, some keyboards, and a beautiful, haunting story.
Yes.
The title track, 1916. This is a telling of the Battle of Somme. And Somme was a 6 or 7 month battle in World War I. In France, between the French and the British against the German forces. And a lot of where the song is going is summed up in the opening lines. 16 years old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes. God on my side and a gun in my hand, chasing my days down to zero. And so many British kids back in the early 1900s, and in the World War I era,
1910,
they did exactly what Lemmy talks about in this song. We all volunteered, and we wrote down our names, and we added 2 years to our ages. Eager for life and ahead of the game, ready for history's pages. This is just a fucking haunting song.
I had Jimmy listen to this over the weekend.
It's a beautiful song, and you can almost
fucking visualize.
Yeah, warfare in a way has become much more sanitized.
Yes.
There's not trench warfare anymore.
No.
Like
or
this.
even chemical as well.
Yeah. There's nothing like, and in some respects, thankfully, there's nothing like this, where you have two sides on opposite sides of a field, essentially, in trenches, and no man's land in the middle. And it's just a fucking, it's just feeding each other's sides into the gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And,
killing, losing, thousands of men for like 10 feet.
There's a line in here, the day not half over and 10,000 slain. Think about that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Think about that. And we didn't even have the type of weaponry that we have today.
Yeah, tanks were just being invented.
Yeah, yes. And, we didn't have the advanced machine guns that we have today.
Nope.
This song is just fucking unbelievably haunting.
I will agree.
And
yeah,
one of my all-time favorite songs by Motorhead.
Yeah, it is definitely chilling, and it does, and you can't, and of course, knowing like we watched Blackadder, the fourth season was in World War I.
Yes.
And it's like, it not knowing that much about World War I, it's like it was bloody and terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, war in any iteration that man has come up with is fucking terrible. But this was World War I was the first time that we'd seen slaughter on a fucking scale like that.
Yeah, because it wasn't close combat anymore because it wasn't swords, but it also wasn't range combats because there wasn't really barrage weaponry and mortars and things like that, and as we know it now.
And it wasn't sanitized where people are just pressing buttons in a fucking plane.
Mm-hmm.
This was bloody, fucking disgusting warfare. As I lay in the mud and the guts and the blood, you feel it, man. If you don't feel something when you listen to this song, I gotta wonder about you.
I mean, when you're talking about warfare, I mean, one of the things that I'm a bit of a nerd on is Civil War.
Yeah.
And it's something me and Jimmy are both into. I mean, you think about just taking 10,000, 15,000 troops and just marching them across a fucking open field to somebody is sitting behind a fence with fucking cannons behind them, knowing as soon as you get close enough, they're just going to start opening fucking fire.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you got to charge to try and get to them before you fucking die.
Yeah.
Before they could reload, Civil War was very musket based.
Yes.
Yeah, you still didn't have the like cartridges. It may not have been black powder, but it was still.
Yeah.
And actually, there was still quite a bit of black powder in the Civil War era, but it was not like it became.
No, well, definitely not. I mean, when you throw in, when you get to grenades, when you get to fucking mustard gas, shit like that. That's really where you.
And now we've got the early machine guns too.
Yeah. Yes.
Early machine guns.
Hand cranked.
I don't.
Civil War, you had the Gatling gun.
The hand crank Gatling gun was around in the Civil War.
Towards the end, yeah.
This one, it was
okay. So
World War I. We didn't have hand cranks anymore. They were fully automatic weapons, but they didn't have the rate of fire that they do now. But it was a larger caliber.
It still did fucking damage.
Well, because it was a larger caliber weapon, but it's fucking. This song is just, oh, hey, Amanda. Amanda says hello, ladies.
Hello.
But yeah, it's a beautiful, haunting song, and it's always going to be in my probably top 3 or 5 Motorhead songs ever. I love this fucking song. But no, I got nothing bad to say about anything on this album.
No, I don't either.
It was a great album.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be great the minute it got pulled. So.
Yeah. What are your final thoughts on it, Bill?
Oh, this is one of my 10 out of 10. cover to cover, even the artwork on it,
Yep.
everything about it, polished, and a wonderful, wonderful album. It came out right as that time I was discovering metal.
Yeah.
So it was for me released at the perfect time.
Yeah.
This might have been my introduction to Motorhead. Might have been. The young ones might have been the very first.
Yeah, you heard Ace of Spades before
But
the young ones.
But like I didn't hear all the other stuff from Motorhead until
Right.
I listened to this one.
Right. What about you, Jim? What do you think?
I'm disappointed. This is the first time I ever listened to this album. 91, you know where I was going. But, this is...
In 91, he was...
You're not wrong. But, no, I'm disappointed. I mean, No Voice in the Sky is probably the only song I've heard off of this album before I listened to the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
See, because that was at one of the later singles on it. Because the first single, the first single that they released was the one to sing the blues.
Okay.
And then
I did hear I'm So Bad Baby I Don't Care.
Right.
But
From you, heard from you.
But could be. But No Voices in the Sky, that gets heavy play on Ozzy's Boneyard.
Yeah. Great fucking song.
Yeah.
And at this time, Lemmy was doing a lot of writing with Ozzy as well.
Okay.
Lemmy wrote a bunch of shit from No Rest to the Wicked up through Osmosis with Ozzy.
Huh.
And, like Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm Coming Home.
He wrote that.
Lemmy has writing credits on that.
Shit.
Yeah, Lemmy was a pretty heavy collaborator with Ozzy at this point.
I'll give this album a 9.
I will give this album a solid 10 out of 10. I'm with Bill. There's not a misstep on this album.
There's really not.
And I was a fan of Motorhead before this. I was a fan of Motorhead after this. This album was just fucking spot on. And like my final thoughts on this, Phil Campbell is a fucking amazing guitar player. That dude does not get the credit he deserves.
I'm going to agree there.
Definitely.
He is a fucking killer guitar player. Phil Taylor does not get enough credit as a drummer. That guy is a machine. Okay? And there's some stuff on here. It may not be, Mike Portnoy level technical, but fuck, it ain't easy.
Doesn't need to be either though.
No.
I mean, it's hard, it's heavy, it hits you in the face.
Right. And that's what Motorhead is.
Yes.
And, Lemmy gets a lot of people that don't know will shit on Lemmy's bass playing. Listen to this. Listen to some of the bass tracks on some of the bass lines on this album, especially in like the toward the end of No Voices in the Sky. Mm-hmm. Lemmy is all over the place.
Yes, he is.
Lemmy was an underrated bass player. Lemmy was a great fucking bass player. And say what you will about his voice, and I understand his voice is not going to be for everybody.
No.
It fits Motorhead though.
Mm-hmm.
And like some fucking snapperhead. When Lemmy passed away, some snapperhead actually Phil Campbell was doing another project. He has a band called Phil Campbell and the Bastards.
Okay.
And when he was doing the first Phil Campbell and the Bastards record, somebody asked him if him and Mickey had thoughts of continuing on Motorhead.
Well, they have to ask.
Yeah, but Phil said it, and Mickey said it too. You can't replace Lemmy.
No, he was Motorhead.
Lemmy was the constant in Motorhead from day one. Going back to Hope Wind. Lemmy was an excellent fucking bass player. Yep. And his voice 100% suited Motorhead's music.
Mm-hmm.
And unless one of you guys put another Motorhead record in. That's the only Motorhead record that's in the bucket.